Yeah, what's up YouTube? What up friends and fam? Had to hop on here, man. I just got done with a little road trip. I was hoping to make this video on the road trip, but nothing came to me, so I didn't make a video until now. So going up to meet with the customer right now in a couple minutes, so I had a couple minutes to make this video. I pulled over so I can make it. The thing I want to touch base on is that the people that we associate with, the things that we see from day to day, or just talk about relationships that we have with others. All of that's contagious. I'm contagious to you. You watching me right now, I'm contagious, whether it's a good thing or bad thing. And especially the people that you talk to on the phone, the people that you associate with day-to-day basis. I'm here to tell you that you really need to cut some people off. You really, really do. They're inhibiting your growth, man. Like, they're kind of like imagine like a flower, and you have like a weed fabric over the flower, over the seed, and then your seed's trying to grow, but that fabric's not going to allow you to grow because that person's fucking altering your experience here. And their mentality, whether they know they're doing it or not, it's contagious and it's bringing you the fuck down. I'll share something with y'all. I don't think I've told y'all yet. My girlfriend Rachel is actually cousin Sean. If you guys remember, if you guys are day ones, you know who cousin Sean is. I used to talk to him all the time, like every day. And then when he found out I was dating Rachel, who Rachel is actually one of his ex-girlfriends from, I think 5 years ago or something like that. So he found out I was seeing Rachel, and he's like, why are you taking all these pictures with Rachel on Facebook? And I was like, hey, we're dating now. And he's like, well, that's disturbing. If that's the case, then lose my number. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. You know, like I was, you know, I was disappointed that I lost a relationship with my cousin. But that, just losing that relationship has been super beneficial to my life. Because I found like most of the talks we had was just us complaining to each other and us feeding into the negativity. Now I don't really have somebody I call up and just complain to. That's good to not have somebody that you can just call up and complain to, because if somebody calls me up and just starts complaining, I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourself, like find another way, or just don't call me, because nobody that's winning wants to have a conversation about complaining about, oh, I did so bad on this, or this person did this and that and this. That's a losing mentality. So if you have these conversations with people, whether it's your family or your friends, whether they're complaining a lot to you or you're complaining a lot to them, like, you pretty much got to let that relationship go, because once you let that relationship go, you'll see the benefits of not complaining, and then you'll see the benefits of not having these people in your life. You know, I've even had to cut myself off mainly from nearly all my family, just because it is what it is. Like, I was raised a certain way, and I'm not going to say it's good or bad, but, you know, if it continues this way, then I don't really want to be around somebody who's going to bring down the vibe. You know, like, I do my best to bring up the vibe, to spend as much time as possible with my family. But if it's coming to the point where it's affecting your business negatively, it's affecting your fucking mindset negatively, if you can't handle being within the same room as somebody who's going to bring you down, I'd highly advise just don't go in that room that somebody's going to bring you down in if you're not strong enough to handle it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of situations right now where I'm not strong enough to be in the same room as some people, and I'll admit it right here. Like, that's the reason why I don't go around certain people. Won't say no names or things. But like, that's just like going into a bar. I don't really go into bars right now. Well, number one, I really don't have any business there. But number two, like, it's like, why would I go into a bar and be tempted to drink? I'm an alcoholic. I don't want to drink. Am I strong enough to like hop into a bar and not want to drink? No, I'm not. Like, there'd be some times out here I'll really want to drink, and putting myself in a situation where that could come up, like, hey, I really want to drink. Having one beer might be all right. That could set off a whole fucking other thing. Just like with associating with people that can put you into a depression, just like having a drink. I feel like depression is just like having a drink, just like a relapse. Like if you're a drug addict, if you're alcoholic, if you have one drink, it could lead to fucking 3 months of just going on a run. You know what I mean? Just drinking every day or drugging every day or whatever it is. So I feel the same way about the mindset, man. Like if you have a strong ass mindset, it's kind of like you've been sober for a while. Then all of a sudden you start hanging out with somebody that doesn't have a strong ass mindset, and you're not in a position to lift them up, or you're not in a position to know what time management is with these people, then you're probably going to get taken down, just like if an alcoholic goes into a bar and is not ready to be around drinks. So that's like the best analogy I know. So if you're not strong enough, you're not ready to be around these people, then simply don't be around these people. You'll feel a lot better. You'll feel a lot stronger. Wait until you're strong enough to handle these people and then go around them. You can't be expecting to go around these people and be strong enough all of a sudden just because you think you're going to be strong enough. You got to play it in your head time and time again. You got to live a productive, a happy lifestyle time and time again, day after day, to be strong enough to be around these people, because there's some real, I'm not going to call them energy vampires or whatever, but if you're just not strong enough to be around these people, first of all, you definitely got to work towards getting strong enough. That's the whole goal here. So you can go around into any crowd, any room, be the strongest person in the room and bring everybody up and not get influenced by their messaging that they're putting out into the room. But you know, you got to be prepared for this, man. Like, this is some real ass shit. Like, for example, if I associated with more of some of my friends and family that aren't on the same page as me, I'd get sucked back into thinking that the world owes me something. I would get sucked back into just all this shit that I don't need. You know what I mean? Like, it's negative thinking that has been passed down from generation to generation. I'm trying to set up generational wealth for my family so that generation after generation after generation, they don't have to worry about money. They don't have to worry about getting a new job. You know, like, if they want to, they can have the company business and operate it and make as much money as they want. And then everybody would be happy. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to associate with people who have been not generationally wealthy and then expect to be generationally, or just wish and hope about generational wealth. That's like the lottery mentality. I don't even play the fucking lottery because I think it's a waste of fucking money. And it's just about luck, you know what I mean? If somebody really wins the lottery, chances are they're just gonna blow all the money anyway. Not saying like, okay, don't play the lottery. You can play the lottery if that's your thing, but don't get fucking addicted to the idea that the lottery is gonna it's gonna solve all your fucking problems, because it's really not. The lottery is not gonna solve your problems. I'll tell you what, just starting this business this year, I'm super grateful that I started with no money, because I've made some mistakes with the money I've had, and it's just been little mistakes, like $1,000 mistakes or $2,000 mistakes. And I'm super glad that it wasn't $100,000 mistakes or $200,000 mistakes if I had the money. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So all the mistakes I've made are fractional compared to some of the mistakes I could have made if I had 500 grand to start out, or even if I had 50 grand to start out. I would have made some serious mistakes. That, you know, any mistake that you make, you got to keep moving forward. That's like the number one thing. You got to keep moving forward. Don't dwell in the past. Give a fuck else what anybody else says. You have to be the energy creator in the room if you want to be successful. But that's it, guys. Like, you got to start from base one every day. That's why I wake up early every day, get my workout in every day, do my reading every day, go in quotes every day, associate with people that see the vision every day. See, right now at this point in my life, I'm not really associating with too many people, which at times I think is unhealthy, but the more I think about it, it's like I'm still preparing myself to be around people. Like it is what it is. And the people who I do come around, I want to be a positive influence on their life. I want them to look at me without even talking to me and know that I lived that life. Like I lived a life that others aspire to live like. That dude right there, he's creating generational wealth for his family. That's why he's so in tune. That's why he's so focused. Because bottom line, I just seen this fucking guy on his wheelchair go back and forth, back and forth. This is fucking hilarious. I've seen that guy go back and forth, like 3 times while I was here. That's crazy. How do I flip this motherfucker? But yeah, generational wealth is the goal. And yeah, take a look at who you've been associating with and tell me who you need to cut off, whether it's your mom, your dad, your brother, your cousin, your best friend, your girlfriend, whoever it is. Chances are, if you aren't winning the way you want to be winning, you're not associating with winners. Like, you have to associate with winners to win. Like, I'm not saying that people with nothing can't make it to the top together, because it happens all the fucking time, but that's because they have a winning mindset. They're on the same page, on the same vision, and they're gonna go get it together. None of them is bringing each other down on some weird shit. But with that, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember that the people that you associate with are contagious, just like a virus. All right, love you guys.